It's time, everyone. This is Acid Roots. We've got some Tupac for you. Now, actually, this isn't directly Tupac, but it is um, Thug Life. So this album came out in 1994, right before Tupac got arrested. It's pretty much, this was also before he got shot, so this was pretty much like the bit of him where he wasn't necessarily as wild. I mean, obviously this is called Thug Life, but he was kind of politically conscious and that sort of thing. And this was pretty much like the year where he broke out. So this was just, every once in a while when this happens, you'll get someone who goes wild and then something happens, and that's kind of what happened on this release. So luckily we did get the music. um, what Thug Life essentially is to the name, just people getting as wild as the 90s would allow. So obviously, there's been records that are meant for getting, going to the extreme with. A couple of those would be like Waka's record, or in some cases, an Old Dirty Bastard record, just, or even a Lil Wayne one at times. But this was, Tupac was kind of known as someone who could get your energy roused, and he does do that in spades on this release. It's really short, so you just got to understand that you don't get many gems from Tupac, but the song titles are brilliant, and it just really showed that he had songwriting down. So, can you smoke to this? The answer is yes, you can. Um, out of 10 songs, I'd recommend Pour Out a Little Liquor, How Long Will They Mourn Me, Bury Me a G, and Straight Ballin'. And, I guess I just kind of realized this, but Tupac had a lot of records about dying. Like, I don't know what his fascination with death was, but Pour Out a Little Liquor, you do that for people who die. How Long Will They Mourn Me, Cradle to the Grave, and Bury Me a G all have to do with death. And I don't know, I mean, you speak of something enough, that's what's going to happen. And, that just happened to be an obsession for him. But, and of course, these are the best songs on the album, as these songs about death. But the production is great. I really like Straight Ballin'. Shit Don't Stop is pretty good, even though I don't like the song. Stay True's a good one. Bury Me a G's a good one. And Cradle to the Grave. These are, it's pretty well produced, except just the fact that some of these songs just don't really add up that well. And, the way the stuff I listen to now, I just don't see myself being as obsessed as I might have been. But yeah, the unheard songs. So there are 6 songs that I liked out of 10, and they were Straight Ballin', Stay True, Pour Out a Little Liquor, How Long Will They Mourn Me, Cradle to the Grave, and Bury Me a G. Now, every one of these happens to be a good outcome for a song. Tupac's on fire, basically. I mean, I wish that there would have been a Thug Life Volume 2, because it just would have capitalized on that mentality. I don't think, being a thug gained a lot of mainstream, type flair in the 90s. And basically in 1994, it was just capitalizing on a huge trend. So I know, most people say it's not a trend, but as far as music was concerned, you get a theme that you just didn't see as much. So, just it's party rap, it's smoking joints, it's a little bit of camaraderie, and then some reminiscing. That's essentially what most of this is about. Just if you could picture a summer night, just having a beer or something, you'd probably realize this is what Tupac was going through at the time. But um, and his crew. I mean, these other guys work as well, but they just kind of, I don't know what happened to them after 94 just because there was no sequel to this. So, and then the Outlaws came and we just kind of forgot about it. Um, so I do recommend this release and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 just because, like, it's it's really well put together, but the main reason why I'm not giving it a higher score is just the songs that Tupac is not on really lack, and the production just doesn't sound like something I would want to hear anymore. And um, like really, it just is it just sounds like 90s junk, just something that you would listen to somewhere 96 or so that you just never really paid attention to. Like you might hear it at like a store in California or something, maybe at like a club, and you just could never really discern that sort of stuff. But so yeah, I mean it's just basically bad production. If Tupac's not on the song, the quality drops, and then even on a couple songs, it just lacks like the punch that he put into the best songs. So maybe he ran out of energy. Um, yeah, is this album social? I'm gonna give it an 8.5 social, just because these songs are really good, even though they're kind of the death is a big topic on these songs. Just the energy that Tupac carries is something that I think will get people through it. Plus, I think a lot of people probably haven't heard these songs. So between those two topics, he's on fire. He's got, lyrics that are built for the radio. It just works the whole time. Can it be topped? Yes. It's just unfortunate that we never got it to. So this is yet another one, and just stay tuned. I give this album a 7 and an 8.5 social. Subscribe for more fun.